Bye, guys. What's up, guys? So this reading and this live broadcast is about you guys. So throw the questions out there, or run away like a scared little bitch. But no, I will. I do have a couple, I guess, downloads, but for the most part, if you guys throw a question out there, this is going to be focused on you. I do have my prayer that I wrote down for the moon in Capricorn that I was going to do yesterday, but I forgot it upstairs and I didn't feel like going and getting it. So I'm going to do it tonight. And tonight's actually the moon, right? The full moon's tonight, right? Or was it? It was last night. Roommate. My roommate's ignoring me. Father God, Holy Spirit, Lord Yeshua, please guide me through this message. Please give people the strength, courage, and the wisdom to ask questions, and give me the knowledge and the wisdom to answer the questions truthfully and honestly with love and light and clarity. Please protect anyone from harm, and please block and blind anyone who tries to do any moon rituals tonight, any moon magic that isn't doing it for ill will or harm to another human being or animal. If anyone does have ill intentions, please, Father God, block and blind them and do not allow whatever weapon they're forming to prosper. In Yeshua's precious and holy name, I ask and pray, amen. So this moon is all about like setting intentions, like shit or get off the pot. If you've got a divine inspiration for an idea, a business, a product, if there's been something on your mind that you feel like God is leading you and poking at you to do, this moon's all about getting that done. Like stepping into your power, stepping into your abilities, or your talents, your skills, and really taking something from in here and making it a reality. Father God, I come before you now to humbly ask for forgiveness for my faults, my shortcomings, my sins, my inability to let go of the pain, fear, resentment, anger, miscommunication, and unforgiveness of past situations and the people involved, including myself. I also want to ask forgiveness for my anger and resentment and lack of faith towards you, Father. You gave me a warning before I step into this previous season that I would be tried by the fire and I would not burn, because you would be there through every step of the way. My issue stems from not knowing what the fire was, or how it would burn, or that the ones gathering the kindling and the ones that would light the match that would ignite the fire would be the ones I loved the most. That is a pain that only the few chosen ones know. At this point, I'm still struggling with the why or the purpose of it all. Instead of fully surrendering it to you, please help me to release it all and allow you to be God. I ask for truth to expose all lies, protection from anyone still trying to cause harm to me or my loved ones. Please provide deliverance to anyone who is suffering from any demonic attachment, any lust demon, addictions, heartbreak, homelessness, hunger, witchcraft attacks. Please block and blind any moon magic that is sent to me or anyone else I know. I ask for your protection, guidance, wisdom, courage, and strength for myself and the other one you sent to take down this Jezebel and Leviathan spirit that is attached to our bloodline. Through the power of this moon, I want to finally know the truth about what happened and why it happened and who was involved. I want my dreams to come true. A lot of that's personal, so I'm not going to say that out loud, but because people give people too much information, they use it against you. I want the strength to let go of anything and everything that is holding me back. In Yeshua's precious holy name, I ask and pray, amen. So, hopefully you guys are doing that. You're setting your intentions and you're taking advantage of this portal, this energy. I mean, don't worship the moon by any means, but God gave it the power that it has, and it controls our emotions. So why not transmute that and use the power for our benefit instead of being ruled by it. So free readings. Still a question out there, or I'm just gonna do a general. We've got Sagittarius, Gemini, Virgo, Aquarius, Pisces, and Taurus. Why do I feel like God just answered a prayer for me? But I still feel like the ringleader is actually going to probably shock. If you resonate with the prayer that I just, hey, how's it going? If you resonate with the storyline that I was just going off of in that prayer, you dealt with a huge betrayal or several betrayals that were done by the group of people who you loved dearly and you thought they loved you. But I think you're still going to be thrown off kilter by who started it. I think you think someone was the ringleader and they actually weren't the ringleader. They might have been the right-hand man, but they weren't the one that actually started it. And the one that did, Capricorn at the bottom. So yeah, this is definitely whatever you've gone through. If you've been seeking clarity, truth, vindication, restoration, something in the energy of this moon is you're going to get something out of this moon, like this energy. For what? Like, why do you want one so bad? And no, I don't know. That's weird. Like, the fact that you need one so bad and that you use a different profile every day to ask me to give it to you, like, it's even more weird, Jesse. There you go. You got your shout out. What has the collective got to look like? Got to look forward to when it comes to getting some kind of closure in this huge betrayal? What is going to happen during the next 3 days? Somebody is going to find out who was casting love spells and why they were doing it. It could be a Sagittarius or a Gemini that was doing this, or it could be a Sagittarius or a Gemini that was having them thrown at them. But you were definitely having love spells thrown at you, and you're going to find out who was doing it and why they were doing it. Whoa. You're going to find out a lot. Whoever it was that was doing the love spells, they're watching to see if they worked. They're probably going to do like an extra, like, a little bit of mumbo jumbo tonight. And you know what it is? I really think it's because they wanted you to question your sexuality because they didn't. There was a relationship that somebody was in that this group of people didn't want them to be in. And I really feel like these people use this love spell, or they're using this love spell to really mess with this person's mind. And it really might be they're trying to get somebody who is gay to like think they're straight, or trying to get a gay person to be straight. Or maybe they really wanted to break a gay person's heart, so they fucked with a straight guy's mind and made him think he was gay. There's something really twisted, like when it comes to this love spell, and it was to mess with somebody's either their heart or their mind when it came to their sexuality, or it could have just been they threw a bunch of lust at this person and got this person to fuck anything and everything. This could be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, that was throwing it. Or it could have been thrown at a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. But whoever was doing it, they were doing it to break somebody's heart. Like, it wasn't about they wanted this person to be with them, none of that. It was seriously, someone hated one of the two people that were in this relationship, and their whole goal, their whole objective, was to break someone's heart. And it could have been a Pisces that was doing it. Because I have the water sign card, and then I laid it right on top of Pisces. But what they don't realize is your heart, your ability to unconditionally love is a part of what makes you so special. It's a part of your genetic makeup. God granted you that you were innately born with a heart of gold. No amount of love spells or lust demons or anything is going to cause you to close your heart off. And you probably picked up on the fact that that's why they were doing it. Now, the other person that was in the relationship, they probably don't have a clue. They probably made that person believe that you were the one throwing the love spells. So this person could be losing their mind somewhere and refusing to talk to you because this group of people got them so scared that they think you're evil and that you were trying to make them gay. Or vice versa, that you were trying to make them straight. And this group of people completely brainwashed and tore this person up. Like, I guarantee you, if you're resonating with this, that you were in a relationship and then it just overnight, like you went to bed one night and everything was fine, you woke up the next morning and this person was gone. It's because this group of people, this coven of witches, or this just group of evil, miserable fucks who had nothing better to do than fuck with two people who actually had a good heart and like actually were happy and in love. This group of people decided, oh, well, we can't have that, so let's fuck with them. Like, for no other reason. That was the reason. Because they did not want them to be happy. And they were healing. And the fact that they were healing each other, this could be somebody's family. Or both people's families that intermingle together by our combined effort, we're going to fuck both of them over type shit. But regardless of who, what, when, where, they were trying to destroy one of your hearts or your ability to love, or your bust your give a damn, so that you would refuse to love again, and actually turn yourself dark. Like by hardening your heart to love, you would actually turn yourself dark, and that would get them off more than anything. I mean, that would make this group happier than anything. And then you hardening your heart and making your heart dark, and this person losing their fucking mind because they got them so worried about fucking hocus pocus mumbo jumbo. Like this person's afraid to talk to anybody because they think everybody's fucking throwing gay magic at them or fucking death spells or whatever. So this person's paranoid and probably on drugs and alcohol, but probably somewhere in a corner crying their eyes out because this group of people has convinced them that you are trying to kill them, or they've convinced them of something, and this person definitely has lost all sense of reality. And so without losing their mind, and you possibly, well, you're at risk of closing your heart off and turning dark, they killed two earth angels at once. Or at least that was the point. And they got both of you thinking that the other one was involved. So they were, I mean, it was a fucking mastermind. Appreciate you. God bless you too. What else is in this energy right now? What else is going to come to light? Because everything done in the dark always comes to light. And I don't know why these people, I mean, it kind of is like a evil work of art, like evil genius, what these people did. But the fact that they really thought they were going to get away with it is where the stupidity kicks in. Because there's so many of you, and phones are paper trails. Every message, every phone call. Facebook is the biggest snitch that's ever existed. Everything done over Facebook, there's a paper trail. Cash App is a paper trail. I mean, you guys snitch on yourselves by the way you operated. Every Cash App transaction, every message, every video chat. I mean, that can all be tracked. No matter if you delete it, no matter if you do a fucking Snapchat, the shit doesn't really disappear. There's somebody that can go back in there and recover the shit. You guys were your own fucking, you snitched on yourself. So, thank you, by the way. I appreciate you. I mean, I've been through enough. Glad I don't have to, like, continue going on and trying to figure shit out, like, which I guess I should have stopped a long time ago and actually trusted God like I should have. But because I was going through so much and I was tired of being fucked with, I just wouldn't let it go. It took me a long time to let it go. I think that might be why I still haven't gotten fully through the transition, because I was refusing to surrender the situation to God and let God be God. And maybe that was the lesson I had to learn. Because I mean, it wasn't like I didn't have the faith or the trust that God was going to deal with it, and God was going to reward me for going through it. I just thought that I had to be like His eyes and ears on the 3D, and I really didn't. I should have been working more on healing and really trusting that God had everything, instead of always like, well, this person said that, this person said this person was at this place at that time. Like, I could have saved myself a lot of stress. Somebody is definitely an earth sign. We had Taurus that came out, and Virgo came out, so there could be a Taurus and a Virgo that are very significant to the situation. One of them could be, well, I guess both of them could be, but one of them is one of the people that was in the partnership that was ripped apart, because I put it on top of sexuality. So either the Taurus or the Virgo was the one that got attacked with the love spell to make them think that they were gay, or to make them think that they were straight. And then hit with lust demon after lust demon. This person probably wound up sleeping with every Tom, Dick, and Harry, and possibly even a dog too. No, that's a little It's a little joke that's not that funny, but this person was out doing a lot of sexual things that I think this person highly regrets now, because some of it was recorded for blackmail. Somebody got either this Taurus or this Virgo on camera doing something that they can't take back. And that might be why they're not speaking to you. Because whoever has the video told them, if they even so much as like breathe in your direction, that this person's going to show you the video footage of whatever it is. And this person's probably going broke to try and keep this person's mouth shut. Or someone's going broke trying to shut me up. It's not going to work. Until every last one of you get what you deserve, I'm not going to shut up. Well, actually, I'm not going to shut up until God tells me to start doing something else. Let go. Make room for the new beginning on its way to you now. Yeah, you've done all the work. Like, everything you needed to do has been done. Everyone was being tested. Everyone made their choices. And God, the angels, and the ancestors are taking care of everything else. Everybody who did something they shouldn't have done, they are going to, I mean, it's like a puzzle. It all fits together the way it's supposed to. And when you get to that place when it's time for you to pay for what you've done, it's just going to happen. Like, no matter who does what, God finds a way of getting everyone to where they're supposed to be. Confirmation. So that's the Aquarius symbol, isn't it? Or the no, it's not. Just kidding. Caution. Find out more information. Don't overwork yourself. Yeah, like I was saying in the beginning, there's someone who you perceive to have been the ringleader, and even if they were like the second in command, they were not the actual like mastermind. And the one that is the mastermind, I think, is going to probably break your heart when you find out who it actually was. And for me, it's definitely going to break my heart. Like, if it's not the way I've been thinking it was this whole time, and it's actually the opposite is true. It's still a mother-daughter fucking combo, but it's the opposite way around. That's really going to break my heart. Like, that might be actually the hardest part of all of this, is finding that to be the truth. Someone else. Someone is in the middle trying to sabotage this. So there's definitely either a family member, a fake friend, or someone who you thought you was cool with that literally did anything and everything to get in between you and your partner, and you best believe that your partner and them had sex. And that might be another reason why this person just disappeared, because they can't bear the thought of looking at you and telling you that they had sex with this person. But they can't. There's a video of it. So that could be what it is. Whoever that did everything they could to get in between the two of you, when they finally got this person to have sex with them, they made sure that it was recorded so that they could use it against your person from ever coming back and trying to reconcile it with you. Give me two more. Give me two more. What other secrets are coming out over the next 3 days? Or the energy of this Capricorn full moon is going. Two more cards. Cycle. Something ending so something else can begin. So definitely whatever. The cycle, the phase, the chapter of you being lied to and betrayed, it's over. And you're going to now see everything that was done, who the liars were, who the culprits were, and why they did it. It's going to be a lot to take in, but you did manifest this, and you do deserve to get this truth and to get this knowledge so that you can process it, cry it out, whatever, takes you for a real loop, because there is going to be at least one thing that really turns your world upside down. Get it all out, realize that it did happen for a reason, and then take that pain and turn it into purpose. God allowed this for you. Have something major. The rest of your life, God is going to use you in a mighty way. As soon as you get through this shit storm, or when you heal this, when this wound is finally 100% completely healed, you will be in your power. And that is one of the reasons why this happened to you. Because these people were afraid of you. Even at your level of whatever you are at now, these people are afraid of you. So just the mere thought of you being completely 100% healed and being in your full authority, full God-given power or strength, these people, they can't handle even the thought of that. So that's why that's one of the major reasons they did this to you. And then another reason is because one of them wanted to be you. They thought they could be better at it than you are. We got somebody born October 4th. Well, I guess these don't have to be birthdays. It can be significant for whatever reason. So just saying how they resonate. September 1st, April 6th, December 12th, November 11th, September 9th. That's 12/12, 11/11, 9/9. You and the person that could possibly be your twin, you guys literally, it's going to blow you. When your person stops being a coward and comes and faces you and is finally willing or has the strength to look at you and tell you what they did, that their involvement in it, it's not what you think, and you're going to realize that they were almost as much of a victim as you were, because they were attacked in the exact same way as you were, and they went through a lot of bullshit that you have no clue about because your person kept it from you. The only difference is you didn't take a bribe to betray them, and they did take a bribe to betray you. But I think it was only a one-time isolated incident, and the rest of the shit, this group of people did like confusion spells and mind control and basically used you against yourself, because you have a very powerful mind, you have a very creative mind, and these people knew that, and they used you against you. They tried to get you to take yourself out with your overthinking and your creativity. So your person's not as guilty as you probably think they are, but they are guilty of betraying you, and at least one betrayal they did it for money. But the fact that they just left you was a betrayal in itself. But I don't think this person, they may now, or they may the next time you see them, have courage and strength that's somewhat like on equally yoked with yours. But when you knew this person, no offense, like I mean it with nothing but love, but they were a coward. They didn't have the strength or the courage to stand with you and fight this. The only thing they could do was join that group because they were too afraid to go against them. December 11th, November 1st. Somebody could be born in 1989, 1991, April 9th. Somebody could be 60 years old, or somebody could be born in 1960. Someone could be born in 1972. July 2nd could be significant. Somebody's life path 11. There's 11/11 again. All right, 11/11/11. So definitely a lot of somebody has mastered somebody's mastered survival mode. You're being elevated, you're being promoted. You're going to be able to enjoy the rest of your life. I'm not going to say every day is going to be roses and fucking rainbows and kittens, but part of your life where you're every day having to worry about if you're gonna have a place to sleep, have something to eat, someone's trying to kill you, like constantly having to like stress out about everything, and if you're gonna be okay or not, that's over because you actually survived the test. I mean, you walked through the fire and you didn't burn, you came out gold. So the rest of your life is going to be a cakewalk compared to what you've been through. But I mean, I'm not saying that you're never going to have any more heartbreak or bad days, but they're not going to be nothing in comparison to what you've been through up until this point. And somebody needs to be really proud of themselves. And I think it's another reason why this group's so afraid of you, because they've done this to other people, and the other people, they either took themselves out or they drove themselves crazy. So the fact that you're still alive is why these people are afraid of you, and that's probably why half of them won't face you and say they're sorry, because they're too afraid to fucking get in the same room as you or close enough for you to be able to reach out and fucking grab them, because they know what they did. August 8th. Somebody could be born in 1988. March 7th, July 10th. That's Yom Kippur. Somebody's religious or spiritual beliefs probably has completely shifted because of this experience. April 7th. Somebody could have been like born and raised in the Christian church or in Christianity, and they may have said that they were like, oh yeah, you're my twin, like, yeah, cool, we're twins, yeah, like, but they thought you were full of shit or they thought you were crazy. It's probably another reason why it was easy for this group to sway them, because to them, yeah, they may have like been agreeing with you and saying that they believed the shit that you were saying, but they really didn't. They actually really thought you were. But now, because everything you told them has actually come to pass now, or at least most of it, and you knew shit that there's no other way to explain the shit that you knew, this person knows that what you subscribe to is real, and that there is a world beyond what we can see, hear, touch, taste, and feel. I think somebody actually found God because they knew you. Like, I mean, obviously, you didn't save nobody. None of us can save anyone. We can't even save ourselves. But you were an inspiration to this person, and through the experience that they experienced with you, this person probably has salvation now. And they probably don't believe what they were born and raised and taught to believe, which I don't think anyone should do anything based off what your parents told you to do. I mean, now granted, yeah, most people's parents, like, they have the best of intentions when they tell people to do shit, like, or they raise their kids a certain way, but especially when it comes to faith and relationship with God, the Most High, it's personal. Everyone's walk is different. So you can't just go based upon what somebody else believes or what somebody else says, because somebody could be saying that they believe something and they don't fucking believe it any more than you believe what they're saying. But they make it sound good, so you go along with it too. Like, you got to seek out your own salvation through fear and trembling and actually walk with God. You can't just, oh, well, Sister Mary Clarence said this, so yeah, I'm going to say it too. No, God's right there next to you. What did he say? I mean, you should be able to hear him over Sister Mary Clarence any day, because he's literally right here. And he's in here. Sister Mary Clarence is over on 12th Street in Hoyt. October 3rd. May 8th. January 1st, or another 11. Somebody's a life path 11. Or this for sure is a twin flame union. Or two twin flames that will be in a union like very soon. So is one of them stops being a coward. Somebody could be 50 years old or life past 5. Somebody's name is Candace. Here's triple confirmation on Taurus. Indiana is very significant. Somebody's born in the 90s, or I guess somebody could be 90 years old, but I'm going to go with somebody's born in the 90s. Boston, your dreams are reality. So this was a test to beat all tests. Your strength was being tested, your courage was being tested, your wisdom, your faith, your perseverance, your patience, your everything that you've known to be true since you were born was put to the test during this chapter, during this season. And it was to see if you were going to fight or if you were going to give up on yourself. And the reward is God granting you everything you've ever wanted. Like, your dreams that you've had since you were a child are about to literally manifest into your reality. Someone's about to be Charlie Bucket and fucking Willy Wonka. Like, it sucked going through this, but you had to prove that you wanted it, that you were willing, and when he gave it to you, you weren't going to mess it up or throw it in the trash. He had to make sure you were going to do right by the dreams that he gave you before he gave them to you. August is significant. Darius, you're meant to shine while somebody else is meant to be cursed. Because Mark 11:11 is Yeshua cursed the fig tree because he was hungry and there was no fruit on it. Someone's name is Kim. I always thought I'd see you again. Somebody could be finding out that someone they truly, genuinely love and they thought they were going to see again in the future could have passed away. And if that's your story, that person didn't die of natural causes. They were helped. Someone helped them transition. And if they try to write it down as natural causes, or you fight for that person. If you really love that person, you will fight for them because someone killed that person. September, pray and meditate. Vermont, Keelan, and Mo. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, Lord Yeshua, and Father God, what does the person whose story this is, what do they need to know? Give me what needs to be known, not what they want to know. Someone really wishes they hadn't done this to you now, because not only did you survive it, so they really didn't get what they wanted anyways. The burdens, the stress, the weight of it all that you were supposed to carry, this person's now carrying it, and they still have to watch you be happy and still be alive, and have air in your lungs. So not only is their life spectacular right now, you're still alive. So yeah, they really wish they hadn't done it. And everyone that they worked with to do it hates them. Because, well, for some of them, they actually have gotten to know you. Because a lot of these people didn't even know who you were until this person turned them against you. But through this experience, through this process, the ones that didn't know you and just went against you because this person said so, they're regretting it too because they actually realize you're a pretty decent human being and you didn't deserve the shit that was done to you, and their guilt's getting to them because they wish they hadn't done it. Now, there's still some people that they're probably their ego that won't let them. They're either going to have to be locked up or in the ground before they stop because they refuse to admit defeat or accept defeat. But I think that's only going to be like one or two. I think for the most part, God used this experience to open the eyes of everyone involved, and I think most people they got their eye opener and they realized that they needed to take some time and go in and do some inner work themselves. So, yeah. This is over. I mean, I hate to make it like a win-lose type thing, but you won. Victory is yours. Stay humble. Don't go and be like these assholes that were psychologically torturing you, but have pride in the fact that everything that they did to you, from anywhere from 5 to 10 years, someone went through this for a fucking decade. Of people that had no reason to dislike them or any reason to harm them. Just, I mean, job after job, friend circle after friend circle, like lover after lover, people just turning on you for no fucking reason because someone else wanted them to, or because somebody paid them to, or somebody was a good liar and like really painted this picture of you that was not true in the least bit. You had to go through it over and over and over again. You know, your heart was broken a million times by either people that you thought you were going to spend. You actually envisioned a life with several different lovers that you had to, not only did they just disappear out of your life, they betrayed you in a lot of ways. A lot of them left you broke, busted, and disgusted, and so you had to pick yourself back up out of that pit. Plus, you had to mourn a future that was never going to be, that you truly, genuinely wanted with all your heart. And then you lost jobs after job, apartment after apartment, car after car. Like, your own family turned on you. These people, at least the ones that get it, you're going to see them in heaven. Trust and believe that. But the ones that just refuse to surrender and admit that God is God and that they are wrong, like, they are not going to be able to handle what God has for them, because they're going to have to go through what they put you through, and they're not going to be able to make it. You're 1 in a million. 1 in a million, or 1 in 50 million people. That you're the only one that was going to make it. That's why God chose you. Anyone else would have taken themselves out a long time ago. And these people that thought the shit was so funny and that putting you through this was just the Tonight Show or fucking Friends live at 8 o'clock, like, they're not even gonna make it to fucking 7 o'clock, and they're gonna be the fucking on the 6 o'clock news. Fucking 2 men found in Humboldt Park, 2 men found in Central Park, murder suicide. Because they're gonna fucking take themselves out versus having to endure what you had to endure. And it could be 2 past lovers of yours that worked together against you, and now they're gonna fucking take each other out, like, willingly. I mean, it's gonna be like a murder suicide because they can't handle what they put you through, and they already know because they know what they did and they know how they did it. So they know what's coming back, and they know what's coming back. It's going to be 10 times stronger than what they threw at you. Someone's name is Dwayne. Someone's either born in August or someone, because I have like all the other cards are covered, all the other numbers except this 1-8. So someone's either born in August, born on the 8th of the month, they're a life path 8, or the 8th district. Somebody lives in the 8th, like the 8th district or something, or the 8th. like school district or zone 8, but 8 is very significant. Or August 20th, because I just now saw 20 down here. Or 2020, August 2020, something very significant happened to you then. And that might have been when this group, honestly, even that's been 4 years ago, this group, I think when you passed or you got made it through whatever happened in August of 2020, this group knew then they were fucked and they still refused to give up. Because whatever happened to you in August of 2020, that was you were not that was supposed to be the end of it. You were supposed to be killed then. And in my story, I was in Manhattan in August of 2020. So there, and I had 2 spirit guides or 2 tour guides. I had a roommate and a homeless guy who actually, sadly, drugs and alcohol, because he's got an IMDD or IMDDM or whatever. I mean, I didn't believe him at first. I thought he was a crazy homeless guy, but he gave me his name. I put it in there, and there was a picture of the man that was standing in front of me. So I mean, it's sad, like what the Matrix will do to anybody. I mean, we're all susceptible to being a bum on the street, living under a bridge. So don't ever think too highly of yourself. I don't give a fuck who you are or how much generational wealth you've had in your bloodline. If God so deems it, you will be sleeping under a bridge. So count your blessings and be very grateful for everything that you have. Because at any moment, it all can be taken away, and you could be a poor bum that everyone's going to laugh at or think that the reason why they're homeless is because they were smoking crack. Knowing damn well you ain't never smoked crack a day in your life, but because God wanted to teach you something, or there was something about your personality or your God-given talents and abilities that He needed you under that bridge for a specific reason at a specific time, and therefore you had to go through all the other stuff in order to make sure that you made that divine appointment. And you could be a doctor, and you're meant to be there because there's a baby that was going to be born, and if you hadn't been there, that baby it would have been stillborn or breached or something. But you were the only person alive in the entire world that could make sure that baby was delivered and healthy. So you had to, basically your life had to be flipped upside down so that you would be where you needed to be. And trust and believe, you don't get the hindsight is 2020 until after all the why the fuck are you doing this to me happens. Somebody, congratulations. Your days of being accounted for are done. You've been reborn. You are now a butterfly. Somebody could be a Scorpio. I got Scorpio, Capricorn, Leo, and Sagittarius out here. But yeah, the test is over. You passed it. There's nothing else these people can do to you. You have earned what is coming. And what is coming is more beautiful than you could even imagine. God is very proud of you. And you're going to be really proud and happy when you find out who was helping you. Because I'm sure if you were like me, you just had to go with that whole it's me against the world, because people you didn't think were involved, or that you just refused to believe that they could do that to you, were the ones that were doing it. So for me anyways, I got to a point after a couple of years of this shit, just everyone was an enemy. I did my best to not treat people like I didn't like them or I thought they were an enemy, but I wouldn't let anybody fully in, because anybody's capable of anything, and I just was tired of basically delivering my own back for the sword, you know what I mean? By letting people get too close. And I hated that, because it was the very opposite of my true authentic character. So I really do love people and I really like helping people, but sometimes when you help people, you get killed. But sometimes when you stay true to yourself and you stay true to God, or what you believe God has asked you to do and called you to do, you get a brand new life. Somewhere over the rainbow. Somebody is, wow. You've definitely had two spirit guides with you the entire time. A Knight of Swords and a Knight of Cups. Two people who really did have your back, and these two people love you. One I kind of feel like is a platonic love, and the other one's romantic. But they could both like offer you a romantic like love too, because maybe one of them fell in love with you by watching what the hell you went through, and this person like thinks you're Superman now. But trust and believe when this is all comes to light, and you get shown for 100% confirmation that this person's the bad guy, or this person was for you. These two right here, they had your back on everything. You just, for whatever reason, you couldn't. Up until now, you weren't allowed to see it. You had to use your discernment, your gifts. You had to your logic. Basically, God was trying. You were in boot camp, like for spiritual boot camp for your gifts. You had to use your gifts. You had to rely. God had to get you in a position to where you had nothing but Him and your gifts, and so you would start using them because you've had them your entire life, but because either people made you believe you weren't shit and that there was no way God would have blessed you with something like that, or they demonized it, made you feel like you were evil because you had a certain gift. It took God had to do this in order to get you willing to use them, and He sent these two people as protectors, and they really were protecting you, even if it felt like they were betraying you, because both of these people probably came into your life and made you feel like they were for you because they really were for you, but then they disappeared and made you that psychological mindfuck. Wow, that's kind of crazy. That's really crazy considering no one's touching my phone at all. That should not have done that. But you were so messed up with everything you were going through that when these two people disappeared, like just for no reason at all, it made you believe that they didn't care about you. And nothing could be further from the truth. And they're about to both come back, and you're gonna be really happy to see both of them. That's really strange. But they both have gifts for you. I'll tell you that much. And they very well both might offer you a romantic relationship, but at least one of them's going to. They possibly could be a Gemini or Taurus, Pisces, or an Aquarius. They don't have to be, but that's the four signs that go along with those two cards. One of them is your twin. Yeah. You will never, ever be lied to again. You'll never be emotionally manipulated again. This time, it's the real deal. No matter which one of you, if they both offer you a cup of like romance, like they both want to be your partner, it doesn't matter which one of them you pick. That person will be your protector. That person will love you with the love that you should have gotten a long fucking time ago. This person will never ever purposely betray you, backstab you, let you down in any way, shape, or form. The only way this person's ever going to let you down or not keep a promise to you is if God has something else for them to do and it's out of their control. But this person will not let you down in any way, shape, or form if they have any say so in it. The only way they will is if God has another plan, and that obviously God will inform you that it was His will that they didn't make it to keep their promise, not theirs. Someone could be a Cancer. But yeah, the days of you feeling like you aren't good enough, that you're not lovable, God's about to prove you and all these people a million times wrong. He's going to show up in a mighty way, and you and all these people are going to know how much God really loves you. and somebody else is gonna know what it's like to be broke, busted, and disgusted. And it was fated to happen this way. And what's crazy is God is a merciful, loving, kind, caring, compassionate God. He gave this person multiple opportunities to come and make something right with you. Whatever this person did to you, God gave them a couple of years, a million opportunities, and chances to come back and make whatever they did to you, the wrong that they committed against you, make it right. And this person's pride and their ego refused to do it. So now this person is going to be you, and you're going to be them. So this person could have been a rich man or a rich woman, and literally because of their pride, their ego refused to give you what they knew they owed you. God's going to rip away the empire, the multi-million-dollar bank account, whatever. But whatever they valued, they coveted, and what was more important than making something right with you, they're going to lose it. And God might very well give it to you, like literally directly go from them to you somehow supernaturally. But hey, what's up? But right behind it, you go from the 5 to the 10. So you might actually be in the 5 of Pentacles right now, but you're about to like literally switching places, trading places. Isn't that Eddie Murphy movie? Trading places, where Eddie Murphy is like a bum, and then the two like Radcliffe brothers or whatever, like the rich men, they become the bums, and Eddie Murphy becomes the rich man. You're rags to riches type stuff, and it's because even after all of this, these men or this person or whatever, they're still right now on the phone with somebody like, hey, he's got too much. Who's available? He's too happy. We gotta knock him down at square. We gotta knock him down at pay. Like, right now they on the phone or they in my chat. Like, hey, who can get to him? Yeah, we gotta fuck him up. And that's exactly why they're going to go through what they're going to go through. Somebody literally might be passing, or they already have, and it's because they legitimately refused. They told God, no, I don't care what you say. I'm taking this person out. And God said, really? We really gonna do this? And this person said, yes, we really gonna do this. And so God said, okay. And someone chose their own fate. It's one of those choose your own adventure books. If you want to get in line with God and have everything you ever wanted, go to page 68. If you want to thumb your nose up at God and like do the opposite of what He tells you to do, then go to page 72. I used to love those books when I was a kid. How's it going? Yeah. Whoever this is that's coming in to give you your flowers and probably a much needed truth and like everything you've been like really praying and begging God for since all this started, this person coming in to give it to you, it's someone you've known like in a previous life. And I know like for a lot of people that's hard. Like it was even hard for me to really fully subscribe to past lives. But with what I've been through in the last 5 years, there's too much that's happened to me for me to believe that we don't live more than one lifetime. There's no other explanation for what I've gone through. And I used to have a recurring dream back in high school that literally I thought was a premonition to the way I was going to die, like at some point in this life. And over the last 5 years, it's been revealed to me in a way that I cannot argue with it. that is not the way I'm going to die in this life. It's the way I died in my last life. And the person who revealed it to me is the person who killed me in the last life. And that's someone I just met in the last couple of years who I never told a single word about that dream. That dream, I haven't had that dream since I was 16. There's no way this person could have known that I used to have that dream. So there's no way that they could have made it up. Like, I know you just gotta follow God. Like follow the signs, the synchronicities, and know use your heart, your moral compass, and don't go against what you your true what you believe God is telling you to do or guiding you to do. And I promise you, you will find your way home. You and God will get you will get home. It just there's gonna be a lot of things that because of this matrix world that we live in, they're not gonna make sense to you. If they ever make sense on this side of eternity, they're not gonna make sense while you're being asked to trust the process. But there's certain things that I know me personally, I was told, well, that the Bible says this or the Christian church says this, and I'm sorry, but I'm not saying the Bible's wrong, but I believe the Christian preachers or the Christian teachers who read that Bible, they interpreted it wrong, and they maybe not intentionally, but they misguided an entire flock of people because they just misunderstood what the scripture was saying, which is another reason why I think we should follow seek out your own salvation with fear and trembling, because somebody else telling you what to do might be the one that's going to take your hand and walk you into hell right along with their ass.
I love you, my beautiful, sweet, intelligent friend. I'm so proud of you. You have come so far. Your mental strength seems to be your best power. Your friend always.
I love you, Sherry. Thank you. I really need that. You have no idea. And this is definitely a superpower because it had the ability to take me out, and there were nights it almost did. But like I said in the beginning of the reading, these people, they knew your mind. They knew how powerful it was. They knew how creative. They used your own creativity and your own overthinking. They studied you. They researched you. They pretended to be your friend. They pretended to be your lover, so that they could get to know you and really figure out your weaknesses and your strengths. And they took everything that they deemed to be a weakness and used it against me or you. I mean, whoever resonates. But at least with me, anyways, either they just thought they knew me better than I knew myself, and they thought that I would do certain things because they did, or previous contestants on the fucking Truman Show, or fucking Survival of the fucking Fittest, Naked and Afraid. The previous people they did it to, they chose versus being authentic and true and genuine to themselves and what they believed, and having the strength to stand up for that. They just went along with whatever other people were doing. So they expected me to do that, or they expected you to do that, and when you didn't, it put, I mean, it threw a wrench in their entire fucking plan, because you weren't supposed to be an individual. You weren't supposed to be that strong. You weren't supposed to be that independent. You were supposed to cave. You should have caved a long time ago. There's no way in hell you should still be alive. Type, like, these people, they want to have coffee with you now. They want to have a beer, have a whiskey and a cigar in the smoke room, the boys' room. Like, they really want to pick your brain, because there's no way in hell that you could be that smart. So there must be a God, because it's the only way you got through this. And I mean, for me, that's it. That's the secret sauce. God is the secret weapon. Like, he's the reason I'm still here, because without him, I would have been dead a long time ago, like these fuckers wanted. And it's because I could never fully step into my power and be 100% useful to God until I was fully healed. And as long as these people were doing this to me and keeping me in a state of fear, or a state of, like, in survival mode, or constantly either paying people to betray me or to walk away from me, or to get me to think that we had something real, and that just for them to take a paycheck and disappear. Every heartbreak, every lie, every betrayal was just making sure I never let go of that fear. See, even when they started this shit, I only had one fear in me that they could use, and it was the fear that I wasn't good enough, that I was never going to be loved. And they really, as shitty as it was, they actually really did me the greatest favor that anyone's ever done for me, because they allowed me to prove it to myself. God used them to heal me when the entire time they thought that they were keeping me from healing. So thank you. You actually, you, in certain respect and regard, you were the best friend I never had. Or the best friend that I lost 20 years ago because you fuckers killed her. But yeah. Whoever it was that wanted to take me out, you actually wound up being the best friend that I never had. And you did it through trying to destroy me. But either way, no matter your intention, I thank you, and I send you nothing but love and light, because I, for one, couldn't imagine being that miserable or that hurt to where I would spend that much time, energy, money to literally maliciously and methodically plan out someone's death. I mean, whoever this was in charge, they wanted me dead. Like, this person literally wanted me in the ground. So I send you nothing but love and light, because I could not imagine living your life when life is it's short and it's precious, and there's more to do than could ever be done anyways. And the fact that you spent so much of your time that you'll never get back focused on trying to kill me, when you could have been focused on building a fucking staircase to the moon, like, that would have been more positive way of spending your days than what you did. So yeah, I wish you nothing but love, because you need it more than anyone. And I really do genuinely thank you from the bottom of my heart that you gave me the greatest gift ever. You allowed me to see me as God sees me. And I thank God for taking what the devil meant for evil and turning it around for his glory. King of Swords, Capricorn, and Aquarius energy. Somebody has stepped into their power. They are speaking their truth. And they're in the North Node. They know who they are. They know what God has for them. They know what God wants from them. And no one else can take that from them ever again. No one will ever make this man believe. Whoever I'm speaking to, including myself, but no one will ever make me believe again that God doesn't love me, or that I'm not worthy, or that I can't do something. And that was the whole purpose of all this. Love you guys, but I'm about to start crying again, and I ain't doing it again. See you guys in the next one. Ugh.